We are taught how to chase goals, but rarely are we taught how to grow. Hello, my name is Lucy Macridis, and I am voiced by Lucy, your go-to voice for impactful storytelling and dynamic delivery. Hi, this is Lucy, your Clarity Coach, and this is Tuesday Talks at 3. Welcome to the May Grace to Grow series. In this series, we're going to cover 4 episodes as we unfold. Now, this particular one is about growth over goals. And the question that we are seeking to answer today is, how can curiosity expand your growth? I want you to think about a child. And that's the thought that's coming through my mind right now. A child who is at play. And just stay with me here. If you just watch them, in case you haven't, take a moment and watch children at play. And you will see this one child walk up to whatever situation it is. So let's see that they're playing a game of sticks out in the garden. And they get distracted and look at something else, maybe the nature. It's a butterfly, and you see them beginning to chase the butterfly. What's going through their mind is, why is it this color? Why does it move like this? Why is it flying away? And that's their curiosity. And they come out and they ask the adults or anybody else around there the why question. And when they do this and you give them an answer, they move on to the next interesting thing. Their curiosity does not fade. And I tell you for real, it doesn't die out. And I have found that curiosity can expand our growth. So back to being an adult, how can you take on this best practice, shall I call it that, of a young child who's able to bring out this curiosity? And when I talk about curiosity, it's in every aspect that you walk into. Think of every opportunity as a room. Every room that you walk into, you've got questions. You want to know more. And this is about you growing. Remember, our series is about the grace to grow. So as an adult, how can you expand your growth? Through curiosity. Therefore, we would be looking at choosing curiosity over pressure. I'm going to say that again. Choosing curiosity over pressure. That suggests that we're not looking for mastery in anything. We're looking to try out new things, seek to understand every aspect that we encounter. There's such power there in growth, as opposed to being the cleverest person in the room. So I know everything. Going in with a different mindset allows us to grow. And the minute that you find that you are the smartest, the cleverest person in the room, there's an opportunity for you to grow. You should be asking, which other rooms can I step into? I absolutely love that because I have tried it personally. What am I doing right now? I am exploring something new. And without needing immediate mastery, I have come such a long way. For those of you who know me, have been following me, I am exploring the voice over artist world. And what a beautiful world it is. I start to pay attention now to the voices that are behind documentaries, that are behind ads and commercials, the voices that are used in children's programs. I am now so much aware of them. And maybe this one you can relate to. Those voices where they are dubbed into movies. So maybe you're watching a Mexican soap opera, but you're hearing it in the Luo. You know, that kind of thing. I am now more aware about these voices, only because I have now pushed away the fear out of my mind, because that's what curiosity does. When you're not looking for mastery, just like that child who's not looking for mastery, but enjoying the moment that they're in, it takes care of the fear. It removes it. It removes that fear of getting it wrong. Because as an adult, you don't want to get anything wrong. But I'm inviting you to entertain curiosity over pressure. And how can you do this? Identify one area where you can replace this pressure that you have to be a master in something and replace it with curiosity. I'm doing it with my voiceover artists work, and I'm loving it. I know for sure I'm not the cleverest person in that room, but what I'm walking away with is growth. So just moving on from that, there is the aspect of learning as a lifestyle. Yes, we went to school and we finished. And now we're in the life of making a living. And you might be asking, for those of you who have not continued to have learning as a lifestyle, you might be asking, why am I going back there? I never liked it. Well, I'm encouraging you to change your mindset and use learning as a daily practice, because when you do this, it becomes natural, not forced. So here we're adulting now. We're no longer that child who is just coming into the room and asking and moving on from that. We are taking the answer from that and we're using it as a launch pad, and we're getting even better at learning. It's no longer forced. And it'll actually change your conversations. Every time you are in the presence of something that you're not familiar with, you will be asking open-ended questions because you want to learn. So these small, consistent things that you keep on doing, they expose new ideas. So if you were to step into a room and something is happening that you are familiar with, but then you're seeing a new aspect, like for now, I'm in a studio. And in fact, just now, I just asked a gentleman, his name is Juma, by the way. I asked him, is this why you're not going to go into this one? And he's told me, no, that one is for charging. Look, I learned something new. Maybe you know this, but I didn't know it. That the camera he's using can be charged as he's taking this shot. And today, I have made sure that I've learned something new. That is actually learning as a lifestyle. You see, growth deepens when curiosity leads the way. It doesn't take away from who you are. It doesn't minimize who you are. In fact, it builds on your confidence. Well, let us help build one another. And until episode 2, be kind to yourself.